back in the backyard. As you can see here, I have some of my drone stuff on the table. I just recently ordered from Amazon a couple of things to make some very minor tweaks to my Phantom 3 Standard. One is a new arm and gripper thing for my for the controller. If you've ever used the Phantom 3 Standard controller before, you know it's pretty wobbly, especially when you have a phone in it the size of a 6 Plus like I have. So I mean, you can see it wobbling around right there, but once you get a phone in it, I mean, when you're holding it like that, it's just wobbling around. It's crazy. So I found one on Amazon. I don't know who the manufacturer is. I'll put a link down in the description. That has a metal arm, which should be a lot more sturdy. And according to other things that I've watched about this, it really makes it a lot more sturdy. And I don't know if I'm going to use this grip that's on here, because I'd probably have to put my phone this way, because it doesn't look like it's going to fit that way. Now if I had a tablet, that would be perfect. I think I'm probably going to stay with this, but that's to be determined. The other thing that I got was this, a Skyreet parabolic antenna booster. I've watched several different videos on this, and some people seem to think that they're junk. Some people seem to think that they're great. It was like $9, $10 on Amazon. I'm going to give it a shot, and if it even just gets me 200-300 more feet, that's better than it was before. I think I'm going to put the grip on first and then do the test flights so that I can see how nice and sturdy the new thing is. So, first things first, take off the old one. Handy dandy little screwdriver here. So that's all there is to that. There's just two screws that hold it in, and it just sort of slips on over the little metal bar back here, and you just have to kind of pry it off. There you go, and that's off. And now I put the new one on. Alright, so it looks like with the metal arm, instead of it just clamping over like this one did, it looks like you have to take it off and screw it back down on both sides. It also looks like there's a tiny little Allen screw that holds the ball head in place. So we'll see what we need to do here. Yeah, look at that. I mean, that's a tiny little deal right there. And it looks like it goes right here. No instructions came with any of this stuff, so I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. Alright, I don't want to strip it out, so I'm going to get a bigger screwdriver. Be right back. Alright, back. Sorry about that. I have a very messy shop. I couldn't find one in there, so I borrowed one out of my wife's art toolbox. Thanks, hon. Well, that barking you hear in the background is from the Texas Humane Heroes, which is just on the other side of my fence. We back up right to them. Great organization. Alright, so I'm not sure if I reached the file size limit there, or if it just got overheated out there in the sun. So I moved under the shade to finish up. It turns out that this doesn't fit in my phone, even when it's stretched out all the way. So it's not going to work. So I'm going to go with this. So I just have to detach it from the old arm, like that. So old arm, controller with new arm. Put that on there. Put that back in place. Screw the little sleeve back up over it. Hope that I can tighten it down enough to where the little plastic head doesn't wobble around now. Alright, there we are. Hey, I don't know if you can tell, but that's definitely more stable. It's not wobbling around all over the place. I like it. Like I said, I'll put the links down in the description. And so there we go. That's all in place. The next thing I'm going to do is take a drink of water. The next thing is this. The Skyreet windsurfer, I think is what it's called. Something along those lines. Basically a little plastic parabolic antenna, or parabolic plastic piece that has copper on the inside. It's supposed to boost the signal, or at least reflect more of it in the direction of where the quad is. We'll see how it goes. It was like $10, so one way or the other we'll have a result. Alright, firing everything up. Like I said, first time it's going to be without the antenna, or without the that thing. So we should get an idea of what the normal distance is, which I can normally get out to a major cross street down here. I can't get really any beyond it. I've had it cut out a couple times and say can't connect to the remote, so it's going to automatically come home. First time that happened, I freaked out. But that just means that the software was doing exactly what it was supposed to do, and I'm very glad that worked. Alright, we're connected. Let's go into DJI app. Unfortunately, on my phone, I don't have a way to record what the DJI app is showing. And I've used Lychee before, but I've never had it lose signal, so I'm a little bit nervous about doing it with that one. So I'm just going to stick with the DJI app. So I'm firing that up right now. Alright, it is just about ready. There we go. And I think the last time I did this, I was someplace else, so I'm going to go ahead and calibrate it right here. Alright, now it says ready to go GPS. So we're ready to go. Like I said, first shot's going to be without this, so come on with me over here. I'm going to put you guys right there. Alrighty. So, fired up. Alright, up and away. Okay, I'm probably going to go up about 100. I'm going to go up to about 100 feet. There we go, 100 feet. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm at 103 feet. And now I'm going to turn, I'm going to go out this way a little bit. And I'm going to turn to the left and head out to the street. Currently 150, 60 feet, 170 feet, 200 feet, 300 feet, and still going. I want to keep an eye on this thing. $450 feet. I'm going to take it up a little bit higher. 125 feet height, 650 feet away. And usually it's right around the time that I get out near the street, right around 1,000 feet is when I've been losing signal. There's a car down there, so they're probably kind of wondering what in the world's going on here. I hope they don't freak out and try to shoot me down or anything. Still going, 800, 900, 960. I'm getting some warnings now saying strong interference. at 1,030 feet. Still getting strong interference. Warning, strong interference. I'm right at the edge of the road now, which is further than I've gotten before, so I don't know what's up with that. Still getting lots of messages. I wonder if the reason I was losing it here was because I was higher or lower. Let's try going up. That's a good trick. So I'm at 1,100 feet away and 210 feet up. And that is the furthest I have been away. I'm getting some glitchiness on the screen, so I assume that means I'm starting to lose signal, and I'm still getting those warnings, but I haven't actually fully lost signal yet, which is kind of strange, but nice, I guess, at the same time. Makes it a little hard to test this. So here we are coming back. Alright, there I am. So, that was a little strange. Didn't work out very well for the distance test I was hoping to do. The strange thing is, I am 130 feet away, 211 feet up, and I'm still getting the warnings. So I'm going to turn around and go back out towards the street again. See what happens. Here we go, going out towards the street. "500 feet, 600 feet, 700 feet, still getting warnings, 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 warnings. I'm at almost 900 feet away from my current position. Still getting warnings. I am out over the street now. And I got weak remote controller at 1,200 feet. Weak signal at 1,200 feet. It's just barely responding, and their screen is just all jacked up. Weak controller, weak controller. Weak remote controller signal. So yeah, I'd say 1,200 feet is just about as far as it's going to want to go right now. So I'm going to head on back home. There I am. All right. So I'm going to bring it back down. And we're back down. All right, so I'm going to put the little parabolic antenna booster thing back on here, or put it on for the first time anyway. Looks like there's a little plastic thing on there. Pull that off, and I believe, according to the other videos that I've watched, it just slides on like that. There we go, and we're on. There you go, it's on, and we're going to take off and see what happens. Here we go, 280 feet, out towards the street we go. "500 feet, 600 feet. Probably don't want to look at my butt. Let's see, 700 feet. "800 feet, 900 feet. It's just now started getting warnings. We're at 1,200 feet, no signal loss, but I see people looking at me strange. The screen is actually blinking out a little bit. So, I'm not sure that we gained much. I've pretty much almost completely lost video signal, which that's a little scary. I don't know if that tree is blocking the signal or what. But I'm making my way back now. So I don't know how good a test that was, but it was a test. And there I am. Alright, so final results, inconclusive on the Skyreach parabolic antenna booster, but I would say 100% success on the little metal arm replacement. So like I said, I will have that stuff in the description, and y'all can try it out yourself and see what you think. That is all. Oh, and just in case you were wondering, yes, I did put my wife's screwdriver back in her art toolbox.